Good morning, everyone. So this is going to be another What I Eat in a Day road trip style, and we are now in Montana. We're visiting Glacier National Park, and we're going to be here for a couple of days. 2 nights. We're staying in a nearby campground. So we'll go ahead and leave the information below if you'd like to check that out if you're planning a trip. And today we've kind of gotten a bit of a late start just because it was really nice to wake up in the forest with cooler weather, like 68 degrees, and it was just really quiet, really peaceful. So we are having breakfast now at about almost 11, and then we'll get started with our day. Is so blue and so clear. So this is Avalanche Lake, and you have a really great view of the mountains also, and a few waterfalls. We're stopping for a break at Logan's Pass by the Information Center, and we ended up getting a huckleberry muffin at the restaurant this morning, and we stopped by a market last night, a local market that had fresh huckleberries. So huckleberries look like this, kind of close to a blueberry but a little bit more red. And the season is right now. It's about 6 weeks long, and because of the weather, the lady told me last night that there's about 2 more weeks to go. They're good. To Glacier National Park, entry per vehicle is $35 for the week. So it doesn't matter if you're here for 1 day or 7, it's a $35 parking permit pass. And you can go in, speak to a ranger. They will give you a trail guide and also kind of like a map of the park. And it's going to look something like this. So the trails and different hikes, they are color-coded: green, yellow, or red. Green being the easiest, yellow being intermediate, and red being the most difficult or most challenging. So we did a couple of different ones, a couple of easy ones, couple of like middle of the road ones. There are certain trails that they may have chains along the side, so that'll give you an idea of how difficult it is. This area, and there's 3 sections of the park. So there's this is West Glacier. That's the entrance that we took. And this is map 1, then map 2, and map 3. The parts that are a darker gray, those are the areas that are closed off, and for different reasons. Maybe it's too dangerous, maybe there's more bear activity. You know, they don't really say, they're not too specific, but they are closed. And today we went to Avalanche Lake, and we also did the Cedar Trail loop. So all in all, that was over 5 miles. And then we started to do another one. It was the Hidden Lake Trail, but we didn't quite finish that one. And while we were at Avalanche Lake, it's been kind of overcast in the morning, so it did start to rain, but it was still just really beautiful. And although I have pictures and video, it's just something gets lost between being there and then taking footage of it. So now this is considered bear country or grizzly country, so they do suggest if you see an animal, keep safe distance, and then also carry bear spray with you, which we have bear spray, but we did not have to use it, thankfully. And I do carry a hiking bag when I travel. The one that I use is pretty compact, but still has a lot of different pockets, and I do carry water, maybe a change of shirt just in case I need it, a very loose first aid kit with like bandages, maybe a needle for blisters, which I know is kind of gross, but that can happen, or moleskin for blisters. That also works, and you can find that at different stores, maybe even Amazon carries it. I will have a list in the description box of a lot of helpful and useful things that work for me when I go hiking, but you know, maybe if you're new at this and you would like some suggestions or again some guidance, it would be helpful to you. I usually get bitten like no one's business. I have 2 different kinds of bug repellent with me. I have the Burt's Bees bug repellent, but then I also have the off bug repellent, like the serious one, which I don't really like to use that. I prefer the Burt's Bees, but I will have both linked below. Other things that are helpful are hiking sticks. My husband has a pair, so we kind of split it between the two of us, but some people might just need one, some people like the pair, kind of depends. And then as far as other gear, such as hiking shoes, I've had both low tops and I have high tops now. I like the high tops a little bit better because they give more stability, but again, it's just going to have to be something that you try out, trial and error. And then more importantly will be your socks, because no one likes to get blisters, especially if you're doing a longer hike. So if I was wearing a low top hiking shoes, I would definitely wear Belega socks, especially the blister resist kind, which I will have linked down below. Otherwise, I'll wear a longer sock with some extra cushion, especially on the sole area of the foot and maybe even over the toes, just from bumping, you know, against your shoe, especially if you're hiking downhill. Another thing that I would usually carry, a plastic bag recycled from the grocery store or whatever, and this is to take your trash, you know, so if you bring things with you such as fruit, you know, snacks, etc., any trash that you accumulate, bag it, tie it up, bring it out with you, and dump it, because it's just respectful to where you're visiting, and you don't want to leave a mess behind. You don't want to leave things that will attract animals to you, maybe. We all want to be respectful to those places, otherwise they're not going to stay around. And also doing this just keeps the place that you're visiting as beautiful as it was when you got there. Now, thank you for listening to my PSA on all of that. I do want to thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please list them down below, reach out to me, and I will see you all next time.